right, y'all, we back with another reaction right here on ABP Reactions, and right now, we finna find out what happened to Taz Angels, man. A popular Miami party group that took over Instagram and suddenly disappeared. Where'd they go? Let's find out.
Welcome back to 2011. Steve Jobs just died, Party Rock Anthem is climbing the charts, and a bizarre new Instagram page is about to take the world by storm. Founded by a one-hit wonder record producer, Taz Angels seemingly blew up overnight, and suddenly they were rubbing shoulders with A-list stars while showcasing a non-stop party lifestyle in their Miami mansion. Until one day, the party stopped, and as quickly as they burst onto the scene, the world collectively forgot about them. But there's a reason Taz's Angels disappeared from the internet, and why its former members have spent years burying that part of their history. Because beneath the tank tops, snapbacks, and Instagram filters, something much darker was allegedly taking place. Although nothing has ever been officially confirmed, business records, leaked information, broken NDAs, and even song lyrics suggest that Taz's Angels may have been offering high-end services for celebrities.
Pussy. They was selling that ass, and they was selling it fast for a little bit of cash.
Hiding in plain sight and disguising advertisements for their availability as social media posts. And if the rumors are true, this doesn't just recontextualize their rise to fame, but implicates several A-list stars as their clients. This is the story they've spent a decade trying to bury. This is the part of internet history you were never meant to remember. This is the story of Taz's Angels. In 2002, a music producer by the name Michael Taz Williams found success with Kia's My Neck, My Back. The song reached number 44 on the Billboard Hot 100 and stayed there for 18 weeks. However, unfortunately for Taz, this would be his first and only hit. Needing to find money elsewhere, he reportedly founded a company called Gigolo Enterprises.
Gigolo Enterprises.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck?
Captain Obvious. What the fuck? Gigolo Enterprises? I wonder what they're doing over there at Gigolo Enterprises. Nigga, we know what you doing.
A so-called consulting firm that, depending on who you asked, sounded a lot more like an escort service than anything else. Regardless, Taz was no longer chasing a career in music, and instead was assembling a team for what would eventually become Taz's Angels. Allegedly, his first recruit was Catherine Portes, aka Kat DeGreat, a woman who was working at Neiman Marcus in Tampa, Florida. After running his idea by her, Kat quit her job, and Taz allegedly made her work at a club with the goal of recruiting other angels. A publication by the name Hollywood Street Kings reported that Kat would allegedly cry to other dancers, describing being too tired to work, but also being afraid to leave because she was scared of Taz. Either way, Kat would succeed at her goal of finding other women to join Taz's Angels, and in 2011, the group would debut on Instagram with the following lineup: Catherine Portes, aka Kat DeGreat, known as the head angel and often referred to as the house mom by other women. It appears Kat had extra responsibilities from the rest of the group, such as recruiting future members, running the house, and allegedly fulfilling a sort
Wait a minute. Is that Kylie Jenner? Hold on. How old was Kylie Jenner in 2011? Something? No. It gotta be a newer. Because she was only 14 years old in 2011. Why do they keep showing Kylie Jenner? She was only 14 years old in 2011. I keep showing Kylie Jenner for? What is it? What's going on here?
of madame role in the group. Then came Kenya Lopez, aka Kinky. This was Kat's first recruit and someone she allegedly met while working as a dancer, Annabella Carrasco, aka AB. It's speculated that AB was recruited shortly after graduating high school, and that instead of pursuing a career in nursing as she had planned, she allegedly walked away from that path to join Taz's Angels. Next came Lena and Ruby Sayed. Allegedly, Taz wanted a pair of twins in the group, but
twins? Okay.
Unable to find any, he settled for sisters instead. And finally, Ashley Martell, someone who was allegedly working as a—
Y'all remember that haircut right here? Cassie had every bitch getting their hair cut like this. Well, not every girl, but a lot of girls was getting their hair cut like this because Cassie came out after Diddy just finished licking man come off her butt And she came out with a haircut like this, and all the women were going to get their hair shaved like this.
Dancer before being recruited. It's important to note that while these women formed the core of Taz's Angels, there was always a rotating cast of others moving in and out of the group, some staying for months, others disappearing after only a few weeks. But regardless, with the team now assembled, Taz moved them all under one roof in Miami and quickly put them to work. Posting multiple times a day to Instagram under the username We Are Taz's Angels, the group quickly built a following through their seductive posts.
Oh, my bad. Y'all couldn't see that shit? Damn. I'm gonna switch up my little boxes to where I can move it around when I talk about shit on the screen. Why they keep putting Kylie Jenner on here, man? What year is this? Y'all gotta put some clarification, man. Because what the hell, man? A little girl.
Twerking videos, gym selfies, and party antics made up most of their content. But what set them apart was how it was all presented like a reality show. Viewers watched them get ready, pre-game, party at the club, and then recover by the pool the next afternoon. They would even post reality TV-style confessionals throughout the night, and this loop repeated every single day. But it wasn't until they launched their Snapchat that things really exploded. Instagram showed the fantasy, but Snapchat gave fans the uncensored chaos. With a lighter terms of service, they were suddenly able to post far riskier content, and they took full advantage of it. Nudity, fights, and unfiltered behind-the-scenes moments became part of the feed, material that today would likely live behind a paywall on sites like OF.
They had the spicy content before spicy content was a thing. They were doing the IG model thing before it was a thing. They recruited the girls who you see today who have big platforms.
In many ways, Taz's Angels were helping define a new online archetype. Long before baddie culture became mainstream, they were already packaging hypersexualized glamour, luxury aesthetics, and constant visibility into a marketable identity. What feels normal on social media now was, at the time, something they were helping invent. And the group would capitalize on this by launching a clothing line called Caviar Black. The brand
I don't remember this. I remember everybody wearing this BBLU. I didn't know the name was Caviar Black. I remember the BBLU shit. All the girls was wearing that shit.
And centered around simple merch. T-shirts, hats, and hoodies printed with catchphrases the group had already popularized online. The most successfully being BBLU, short for Bad Link Up, a phrase that had become synonymous with the group's identity. After the merch, the brand started to expand in another way. Taz's Angels began pulling in a wider circle of women, ones who weren't full-time members living in the house, but were closely tied to the group. These women became known as affiliates. These were models and influencers like Mila Jasmine, Chantel Jeffries, Demi Rose, Jade Pierce, Catherine Pays, and Annalicia Chavez, aka Anna Montana. They didn't live in the mansion, but they were often in the orbit, flying in for parties, appearing in photos and Snapchat stories, wearing Caviar Black, and blending seamlessly into the group's
That's the haircut right here. Can y'all see that? Damn, y'all still can't see it. What the fuck?
online image. If you didn't understand the inner politics of Taz's Angels, you would assume they were full members. And as more of these affiliates began cycling in and out, Taz's Angels was no longer just a small closed-off group. It was becoming something bigger, a rotating ecosystem built around access.
Man, picture quality has come a long fucking way, man. Y'all ever look back at y'all pictures y'all took from like 2009 and be like, damn, this was some blurry ass, stupid looking shit. Especially when niggas was putting filters on their pictures. Them pictures were like crap from back in the day.
Attention, and opportunity. As their online following grew, Taz's Angels began showing up at high-profile nightclub events across Miami and Los Angeles. These were often hosted by promoters connected to major rappers, athletes, and industry figures. Almost overnight, the group was being photographed in VIP sections alongside some of the biggest names in entertainment: Drake, Amber Rose, Fat Joe, DJ Khaled, and later, even an 18-year-old Kylie Jenner and a 19-year-old Hailey Baldwin. For a group that had appeared out of nowhere, the speed of that ride—
Why didn't say nobody else's age? Why did you throw the age for them? Y'all noticed that? He didn't say Amber Rose's age. All of a sudden, 18-year-old Kylie Jenner.
This was unusual. 1 year earlier, they were posting gym selfies and poolside photos. Now they had direct access to celebrity nightlife, and clubs leaned into it. Flyers and promotions would advertise that Taz's Angels were going to be there, as if their attendance was a selling point to clubgoers. But rubbing shoulders with celebrities didn't stay confined to the nightclubs. Soon, individual members and affiliates began surfacing in paparazzi paparazzi pictures and tabloid stories, spending time alone with major stars outside of the mansion. For example, when Michael B. Jordan took a vacation to Miami, he was photographed getting close with Catherine Pays, riding jet skis together and lounging on the beach.
Yeah, paying for that coochie. He was paying for that coochie, man.
Justin Bieber began being photographed with multiple affiliates from Taz's Angels, such as Jade Pierce, Catherine Pies, and Chantel Jeffries.
Paying for coochie, paying for coochie, paying for coochie.
Chantel was actually with Justin the night he got his DUI in 2014, and would continue to be photographed with him over the coming years. Rolling Stone magazine would even release an article discussing Justin's new connection with Chantel, saying she was affiliated with Taz's Angels, and funnily enough, referring to the group as a modeling agency in quotations, almost hinting at ulterior services supplied by the group.
That nigga Justin Bieber was big tricking in a brothel. Nigga, hold on. You supposed to leave the hoes in the house, man. You falling in love and taking them out with you in public and doing it up. You was out there going crazy. Y'all know he was playing with his nose for sure.
On their own, these stories could be written off as coincidence. Celebrities date and socialize with influencers all the time. But in this case, the same small group kept appearing over and over again. The same women, the same circle, the same connection. And taken together, it raised questions about how these relationships were really forming. Because around the same time, Kat posted a video that offered a rare look behind the scenes of how Taz's Angels actually operated. In it, she casually explains that the group is heading out for the night with one clear goal: to find new girls to bring into the circle.
Hey guys, this is Taz Angels Kat, and I'm here at the Taz House of Angels, and tonight we're getting ready to go out. We're gonna go recruit tonight. I'm looking for to be part of Taz Angels. I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm looking for some to come back to the house tonight and get it poppin'. I'm trying to get into this motherfucking pool, butt naked, and enjoy this Miami weather. I'm trying to...
Wait, what? So y'all... Damn, they was just up front like that, huh? Yeah, come on. Hey, we going to the club tonight. We going to bring bitches back to this house and we fucking. Everybody, the whole club, all you bitches, we fucking. And we going to have Justin Bieber in here, coke the fuck out. He going to be in here, Rick Ross, everybody y'all want, Diddy. Hey, in this motherfucker. Hey, they was going crazy. Miami is a wild motherfucking place, man.
Get it poppin' tonight, so I'm looking for some motherfucking about it that like. And if you don't like, you're gonna end up liking by the end of the month night after I'm done talking to you.
By 2014, Taz's Angels had amassed over 1 million followers on Instagram, and rumors that they were about to debut a reality show on TV began spreading. However, the first cracks were beginning to show. Aisha Maria, one of the non-core members, left the group and soon started dating Trey Songz. Some wondered if that connection had roots in her time with Taz's Angels, especially because her Instagram account was later hacked. Her name was changed to Exposing Aisha, and nude photos were posted publicly without her permission.
No fucking way. Who the hell would leak her nude photos? Why the fuck would they do that? And where would they send them? Because we need the link. We need the link. We need to know where they're at. No, that's
Some speculating if this was retaliation for her leaving the group. Not long after, Demi Rose also stepped away from the group. Rumors began spreading on drama forums, suggesting that she was actually kicked out of the group by Kat due to her feeling threatened by her increasing popularity.
All right,
Months
Demi
later,
Rose.
Demi began dating Tyga. Once again,
oh, you slick motherfucker. Where there's Tyga, there's T-Real. So, Tyga, you was dating Demi Rose. Where was T-Rail at?
Sparking questions about the overlap between Taz's Angels and celebrity connections. Something kind of funny about this is that Tyga only got with Demi after his split from Kylie Jenner, and around this time, an 18-year-old Kylie would be photographed at the Taz's Angels mansion partying with Kat and AB. However, Demi wasn't the last to leave during this time. Next came Ruby Syed.
There's so much speculation you could go with off of just that little story right there. I'm just keep going for it.
or a member of Taz's Angels, who was soon arrested for prostitution / soliciting another to commit. In a short period of time, the group that had just hit 1 million followers suddenly lost 3 women under circumstances that felt more than coincidental. These were the first serious cracks in the carefully constructed image of Taz's Angels, and if things weren't already looking grim, what came next would make it much worse. In 2015, 2 anonymous women identified only as Taz's Angels prospects began leaking behind-the-scenes information to the now-defunct website Famous. Both claimed to have signed NDAs before ever stepping foot inside the mansion, and their accounts painted a very different picture of life behind the Instagram posts. According to the first source, upon arriving at the mansion, Kat pulled her aside and gave her a welcome talk. Allegedly, she explained that being there was a privilege, but that privilege came with expectations. The anonymous source alleges that Kat told her, quote, "You have to do some things to say thank you to Taz."
What? This nigga was really over there doing it up with bad bitches. Going to recruit more bad bitches, and when you come in, you gotta do something for Taz. This nigga really had these hoes mind fucked.
As well as, quote, "Make sure that my is nice, good, and clean because I'm going to be using it." She goes on to explain that the Angels' phones are kept from them and only handed back when they're told to take pictures. As things progressed, the source says that allegedly, Kat came in a black leather outfit with Taz, and each girl takes turns and Taz. They also made us earn everything, even the food they ordered. I didn't have a phone or a car. I had to do things. They gave us back our phones on occasion when friends would text us just to make it seem like everything was going perfect. But they aren't very nice people at all. Why do you think so many people leave? The second alleged prospect confirmed many of these details and added more context, saying that Kat allegedly told her, quote, "We find and bring them to the house to Taz, then us."
Damn. So this nigga Taz was just out here doing it up. He had these hoes going to recruit more hoes to bring back the fuck. I thought the hoes was for everybody else. Like he was, these bitches was escorts and he was selling the bitches. These is all his hoes. And then when they would go leave out the house and get caught dating, he'd kick them bitches out. You got to go. You got to go. You supposed to be faithful to me. Yeah, y'all can rent them for the music videos. Y'all can come pay a little bit, but they can't leave the house. If they leave the house, they're fired.
He also claimed that some celebrities were involved by saying, "As far as I know, some celebs they have as well. Kat has tried to put me onto the Weeknd at their house party." Of course, with any anonymous leak, it's important to take things with a grain of salt. You can't believe everything you read on the internet, and these were just the accounts of 2 alleged former prospects. However, shortly after the Famous article went live, Ashley Martell, another core member of Taz's Angels, left the group. This is when rumors about Taz's Angels' alleged side business began widely spreading online, with some suggesting that their sudden social media hiatus after Ashley Martell's departure was the result of an FBI investigation. This is one of the trickier parts of the story, because so much information has been lost to time, either intentionally scrubbed from the internet, posted on now defunct websites, or never recorded at all. The oldest mention I could find comes from a Tumblr post in January 2016. One user claimed they had heard the group was involved in escorting, and that the FBI was investigating them. In a reply, another user added that, quote, "Apparently they got arrested the other day," while also making more extreme claims about girls. There is absolutely no evidence to support these allegations. Still, this exchange captures one of the most persistent rumors surrounding Taz's Angels, and it illustrates how speculation about the group began to spiral online. In the same month as that Tumblr post, a website called blacksportsonline.com ran a story repeating and expanding on the rumors. It's important to note that this is not exactly a highly credible source, but besides the Tumblr post, it's one of the only contemporary mentions of what was allegedly happening with Taz's Angels at the time, and much of its reporting—
I mean, come on, man. Let's be real. What do we think is happening when you got this one nigga And you got all these hoes calling themselves his angels, and they all live in the same house, but yet celebrities are over there with them. They're all calling themselves this one man's angels. I'm Taz's angels. I'm a Taz angel. Yes, they're over there fucking him, but then when the celebrity's over there, what do you think they're doing? Yeah, they're getting some ass. I mean, but this is Miami. Like, stop acting like y'all know what goes on in Miami, man. Miami, man, y'all be big doing it up out there. Cocaine and prostitution left and right. Everywhere you look, everywhere you go.
Is based on anonymous tips and online chatter. Still, it gives a sense of the kind of allegations swirling online. The article claimed that, quote, the girls are suspected by the FBI to be part of an elaborate, sophisticated organization that glamorizes the sex industry, is involved in human and has core characteristics of targeting, recruiting, and using girls in its activities, including paid. The article also suggests that following Ruby Sayed's arrest for prostitution, she allegedly cooperated with authorities, becoming a kind of informant. The piece claimed that this cooperation was part of an ongoing investigation into Taz and his angels.
Oh, she became a mole.
Although, like much of the reporting at the time, none of this is confirmed. Taken together, the reports and rumors suggest that Taz may have been managing the women in a way consistent with running a high-end escort operation, though nothing has ever been officially confirmed. Taz's Angels did respond to the rumors, but their defense left a lot to be desired. Rather than simply denying the allegations, the group described themselves as sister wives, claiming all the women shared Taz, saying, quote, a lot of people don't understand our relationship to Taz, or what sister wives are. Taz is our king, and yes, we all share him. The way I look at it is we would rather have a quarter of a real man than a whole man. Most ya sharing ya man with your best friend, your neighbor, even your sister, and don't even know it. Before ending their statement, asking their fans if they should recruit a woman who goes by the name Asian Mary Jane, saying, Asian Mary Jane looking like she might fit in nice with our family. We haven't had a Korean angel yet. What you think?
A Korean angel. A Korean angel. That shit sounds funny for some reason.
Framing it this way only fueled the speculation. They were being accused of participating in a secret escorting ring, and instead of simply denying it, they were effectively saying, that's not true, but we do all sleep with Taz, the man being accused of acting as our pimp. This also echoed what one of the anonymous sources from the Famous article described, suggesting that the women's relationships with Taz were transactional, highly controlled, and far from casual. It didn't help that the phrase, a bad turns 18 every day.
What? A bad bitch turns 18 every day. That is some sick shit to tweet.
Something they regularly shouted during their Snapchat posts, which only reinforced the growing narrative that Taz's Angels was more than just a social media collective. Chantel Jeffries stopped affiliating with Taz's Angels around this time. Rumors online suggested that Kat was jealous of how much time Chantel was spending with Justin Bieber. The two were photographed together so frequently that tabloids even referred to them as having an off and on relationship. Shortly
he was tricking. He was spinning that bag.
after this, Lena Sayed, Ruby's sister, and another core member also left the group. By now, fans were starting to grow disillusioned with the Taz's Angels lifestyle.
Hey, where are these hookers today, man? Where are they at? I wonder what life is like after Taz's Angels for them. What are they doing in life right now? All of them. Like, if we got to figure that out. Let's get them, find them all, and then what are they doing today? Like, who really ran this shit up and became successful? Who really got like a real talent that went to spin off and blossom in life? Who stayed with one of the tricks and became their baby mama / wife or whatever? I wonder.
Content that had once felt fresh and exciting had become stale, with several core members and longtime affiliates gone, and the broader baddie craze beginning to fade. The Instagram perfect fantasy Taz's Angels had been selling online was starting to unravel, and the online rumors alleging more happening behind the scenes was only speeding up their downfall. With the departures, public scandals, and leaks piling up, Taz's Angels found themselves at a crossroads. The group that had once commanded a million strong following on Instagram, was now struggling to maintain relevance. And to make matters worse, a new Instagram account called Exposing Taz's Angels Reel popped up seemingly out of nowhere, and claimed that the group moved out of the mansion after Ashley Martell left, since she had allegedly been the biggest moneymaker, and without her clients, the group could no longer afford to pay rent.
Oh shit, is that true?
The account went even further, alleging use within the group, and even shared a screenshot of a text message allegedly sent by Kat to potential recruits, reading, "We're into golden showers, eating, among other activities.
What?
Please let us know if all of you are comfortable performing the above activities so we can move forward."
We are into golden showers and ass eating. Damn, that's what you texting people? The fuck? Hey, check this out. Hi. Yes, we are into golden showers and ass eating, among other activities. Please let us know if you are comfortable performing. Hold on, motherfucker. I was just trying to get the address to see if I could come over here and talk first. You just went straight to it. We try to eat some ass in this motherfucker.
However, things continued to fall apart. This is when Catherine Pays, a former Taz's Angel affiliate who had stopped associating with the group for some time now, launched her wildly popular YouTube channel, The Ace Family, after having a baby.
Whoa. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I know y'all gonna start saying this is the Ace Family pun. I know. This. Shut up. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Nope. Before y'all even say it, before y'all even go there, this ain't got nothing to do with me. That is not my baby.
With college basketball player Austin McBroom, a new public persona completely separate from the Taz's Angels. But Ashley Martell's move into the public eye couldn't escape her past. After starting a relationship with Irv Gotti, none other than 50 Cent mocked the pairing publicly over Instagram with a post reading, "LOL, you in love with a call girl. Shorty was one of Taz's Angels. SMH, you gotta get your life together, sucker." Even if meant as humor, the comment directly fed into the swirling rumors about Taz's Angels' alleged escorting operation, confirming for many that the speculation online might have been closer to reality than anyone wanted to admit, as 50 Cent would have been the exact type of clientele Taz's Angels allegedly catered to. By this point, Taz's Angels were a shadow of their former selves. Kenya Kinky Lopez, the second member of the group and allegedly Kat's first recruit, had left, leaving only Kat, AB, and a few rotating affiliates.
Yeah, AB ain't gonna cut it. I'm looking, she ain't gonna cut it. AB, you not the prized possession over here.
In an attempt to regain momentum, the group rebranded as Taz's Angels Uncensored, which, in practice, was mostly the same operation, but now with an OF page. The relaunch largely went unnoticed, but the Daily Mail caught none other than Scott Disick partying with Taz's Angels Uncensored until 6:30 in the morning, capturing photos of the group drinking on a balcony, and even documenting AB stepping into a car afterward, wearing a Taz's Angels Uncensored crop top. The article labeled Disick a quote, self-confessed addict, adding a layer of unintended comedy to the saga. And the timing couldn't have been better for TV irony. Just 3 months later, an episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians aired, in which Kourtney seems to reference the very same incident, saying, quote, "I have to handle it when he's out photographed with a different hooker every day." Even as the group tried to pivot and monetize their notoriety, it was clear the scandals, leaks, and celebrity hookups were the final threads of Taz's Angels' public image.
Yeah, that shit watered down now. Like, you know, it's too many renegade bitches out here now booming doing their thing. Like, that was a time when all these bad bitches was in one house. But fast forward to today, it's bad bitches everywhere, man. They all over the motherfucking place. OnlyFans watered this shit down. It's like, man, it's straight to consumer, man. You ain't got to go to this house to go through Taz. You see what Taz talking about. You got to come in here and fuck Taz first, then you can go fuck with these guys. Man, these bitches like, let's cut the middleman out and let's just go direct to consumer. So now these hoes is on OnlyFans, and now OnlyFans is starting to get a little watered down. So what's going to be the next move? Where are they going to go after OnlyFans is completely watered down? You know what I mean? What's going to be next? It's always going to be something new.
threads that would now weave into their next chapter, music. Under the Taz Angels name, Cat and AB released several songs, all produced by
hell
Taz
no.
himself. It was a strange kind of full circle
Hell
moment,
no.
harkening back to his original career as a music producer. The songs lean heavily on nostalgia for the group's heyday. Titles and lyrics are filled with references to their old slogans from the Caviar Black clothing line and Instagram captions, including the now iconic BBLU. But beyond the branding, the lyrics are strikingly explicit. Almost every track includes lines referencing prostitution, such as "Mother them lames, where the real pimpin', I got that choosin' fee," and one with the particularly graphic lyric, "Broke my first trick when I was 16," seemingly confirming
What?
rumors that some members began very young. Taken together,
Oh, see? That's what I'm saying. Why is Kylie Jenner in the pictures in Taz Angels?
it's hard to reconcile these songs with the group's original public defense, where they denied participating in work. It feels as if they were hoping their past fame would give the music traction, leaning on nostalgia and old slogans to build an audience. Unfortunately for them, the years had dulled that appeal. Their Spotify struggles to reach 200 monthly listeners, a sobering reminder
Taz Angels, hang it the fuck up. Hang it the fuck up. Y'all done. How the fuck is Taz Angels putting out music and only getting 176 monthly listeners? Y'all are done. You bitches used to be the shit. Hang it up. You know what I mean? Shut them pussy lips. Them motherfuckers is flapping. Niggas don't want them no more. I'm lying. I know. Sign me up, Pops.
Reminder that the Taz Angels of Instagram fame were long gone. AB and Kat have continued to maintain a presence on social media, posting to TikTok and framing themselves as sister wives. Around this time, former Taz Angels affiliate Jenna Frooms also made headlines, having a baby with singer Jason Derulo. In 2022, Lena Sayed, Ruby's sister and former core member, was photographed vacationing in St. Bart's with Diddy, Young Miami, and Cheney Jones.
Oh, we know what happened here. Oh, wait. Hey, nigga. Hey, Young Miami been dodging them bullets. Her name do not get brought up with none of this shit. Oh.
Showing that some members were still moving in high-profile circles. The following year, in 2023, Lena became engaged to professional boxer Devin Haney, a turn that highlighted how far the former members have come since the Taz Angels days. However, the drama didn't stop there. In 2024, a leaked phone call from 2022 surfaced, showing Lena Sayed speaking to rapper Young Thug while he was still in jail.
Oh, shit. I did not put the connection that this is who these people are. These are all the Taz Angels. Okay, so they're answering our question right now. What happened to all the girls?
Call, she tells him that she only wants to be with him.
I don't like anyone. No one's like you. I want you.
The clip went viral, fueled by the high-profile nature of the Young Thug case, and suddenly, Taz's Angels were back in the public eye, with people revisiting the group's history now that its former fans were adults. Around the same time, rumors circulated that Ruby Sayed had a child with rapper Future. Then, in 2025, the fallout from the Young Thug call hit Lena's personal life hard.
Securing a bag.
And Haney, her fiance, called off their wedding and demanded that she return $350,000 worth of gifts. The incident once again brought Taz's Angels into the spotlight, prompting reflection on the group's chaotic past and the strange tangled web of celebrity connections they had left behind. In a strange way, Taz's Angels deserves credit for how they understood the attention economy. Long before influencer became a full-time job, they recognized that image was everything. They curated a lifestyle that felt luxurious, exclusive, and aspirational, even when the reality didn't always match. They likely never had as much money as they projected. The women often shared clothes, regularly wore their own merch, and the mansion they lived in was famously unfurnished. Yet
so these bitches was bums. They was bums. They just had a pretty face and selling pussy and giving all their money to Taz. Sharing clothes and no furniture. The fuck is y'all doing in that house?
Online, they sold a fantasy, wealth, celebrity access, and a fast, glamorous life. In reality, much of it was just posting non-stop, partying every night, and carefully maintaining an illusion. And it worked. They helped create an entire cultural wave. Their slogans, problematic as some of them were, became part of the zeitgeist. They weren't just posting pictures, they were branding a generation's idea of what being hot, successful, and connected looked like. One person who's remained largely in the shadows throughout all of this is Taz himself. And that's not an accident. He didn't talk in videos. He never took off his sunglasses. He stayed in the background while Kat acted as the public-facing leader. It gave him plausible distance, allowing him to appear hands-off while still controlling the operation. It's likely that his earlier work as a music producer is what opened so many doors.
Man, shut up. All y'all said is the nigga got one song, Key of My Neck and My Back. Man, who the fuck? What kind of doors that shit open? Well, some pimping, obviously. Whatever it is, he's doing a great job at that time of getting these bad bitches to think that he's a god, and they're losers for one. These are bad bitches, but they're losers. They're in there with no furniture and sharing clothes and just bagging niggas and giving their money up to Taz. But then in the end, a lot of them won because they went and got babies by these niggas. So these rappers sharing these hoes, nigga, y'all just saw Justin Bieber knock down half that house and y'all follow right behind him. Diddy got him on a boat. Y'all follow right behind him and get him a baby. Goofy ass rappers.
Those industry connections probably helped Taz's Angels enter celebrity circles so quickly, gaining access to musicians, athletes, and powerful promoters. That network is what allowed them to infiltrate high-profile nightlife spaces almost overnight, and ultimately, that may have been Taz's most valuable product: access. Access to influential men, access to parties, access to money, fame, and opportunity. Even after leaving Taz's Angels, many of the women continued climbing. They dated major artists, had children with famous musicians, married or got engaged to professional athletes. They built their own brands. Catherine launched the Ace family, Chantel became a successful DJ, Kenya started a hat company, Ashley turned
A hat company? What type of hats you selling? Did you say that? It must be some extraordinary hats, because what type of hats you selling?
to art, and the Syed sisters built large OF pages. Most of them managed to leverage their time in Taz's Angels into long-term careers. The irony is that the only two remaining members, Kat and AB, are also the same ones who haven't really found the same level of independent success. As the years pass, their content increasingly feels stuck in 2015, repeating an image that no longer resonates the way it once did. And there's something genuinely sad about that. It appears that Kat and AB truly care about Taz. Maybe they're happy in their sister-wife dynamic, but given how young AB was when she entered the group, and how central Taz has been to Kat's identity for so long, it's easy to imagine a world where they struggle to picture life without him. That's why so much commentary from former fans centers on the same hope, that one day, Kat and AB will stop defending him, leave that chapter behind, and build something of their own. What makes the story even more complicated is that, on paper, Taz's Angels could have gone much further. If the darker rumors had never surfaced, if they had remained simply a modeling collective or club promotion group, as some outlets described them, they might have become mainstream stars. There were whispers of a reality TV deal that allegedly fell apart once networks learned what was really happening behind the scenes. Caviar Black was positioning itself to compete with brands like Victoria's Secret Pink. For a
Shut the fuck up. No, they wasn't. If you don't knock yourself, y'all niggas ain't competing with Victoria's Secret. Don't knock it off.
moment, they were on track to become a legitimate lifestyle empire. But once the curtain started lifting, the fantasy stopped selling. The clothes weren't aspirational anymore, the lifestyle didn't look glamorous, and the image felt unsettling instead of exciting. They were already huge, but they could have been enormous. And that's the real tragedy of Taz's Angels. They were pioneers of influencer culture before the industry even had a name. They mastered branding, virality, and attention. They shaped trends that are are still visible today. But behind the perfectly filtered images was an operation built on control, secrecy, and blurred boundaries. One that eventually collapsed under its own
Man,
controversy.
they was selling ass, man. These was some high-end escorts. That's all this shit was. High-end escorts. Come over here. You come out to Miami. You get to come hang out at the house. Pick who you want. Which one you want to smash. If you want to go out with a date, it's an extra fee. If you want to ride around, go hang out, extra fee. You want to spend some times, you know what I'm saying? You want to knock her down 24 hours. That's all. They was just renting these hoes out like enterprise rental cars. They was renting them out. And you saw these rappers taking them out and passing them along. That's all what it sounded like to me.
Addictions. In the end, Taz Angels wasn't just a story about Instagram models and celebrity parties. It was a case study in how image can outperform reality, how access can be mistaken for empowerment, and how an empire built on illusion eventually exposes itself.
All right. Yeah. You know what I mean? Whole lot of pimping going on right there. Whole lot of pimping going on, you know? 2011 was a time, man, you know, they was outside doing it up. But obviously, man, this is 2026. What worked then will not work now today because a lot has changed, especially after the Diddy case. You know what I mean? They are definitely looking at what was once cool as not cool no more. You know, they done put all these sex trafficking if you're flying girls from one city to another on your private jet. And then put all this shit where all these rappers are now on thin ice. They can't do shit like this no more. They can't just take the bitch that was in Miami in the sex house and fly her out to Texas and over here and over here and over here and showcasing and being pictures with them and, you know, that they're paying for pussy and doing all this shit. You know, they done changed the rules a little bit, but at the end of the day, they had a good run. They were very popular. Now, some have went on to, you know, bag a baby from these rappers or these movie stars. Some have went on to do their thing, and others have went on to start a hat company. I don't know. They didn't put no context on the hats. So I'm just assuming like some bullshit hats, but I don't know. It might be some I don't know. What y'all think? What type of hats y'all think she's selling? But anyways, look, don't worry about that. Anyways, man, Taz Angels, y'all had a great run. Y'all was booming. Everybody knew who you was. But listen, y'all older now, ladies. Y'all not them young spring chickens y'all once was. You feel me? Y'all can't be out here selling pussy at 40 years old. You feel me? Y'all was young. Y'all was doing y'all thing. It's over with now. Move on. And yeah, man, hopefully your kids don't grow up to hear that their mama was a goddamn hooker. I don't think nobody wants to grow up and hear that. But who knows, man? Let me know what y'all think about the situation, what y'all think about Taz Angels. Who remember Taz's Angels? And did any of you get to experience the mansion in Miami? Let me know in the comment section, man. I'm going to give y'all 2 seconds to smash the like. And as always, get ready for the next reaction.